It's cold as hell, so y'all bundle up if y'all around my area, man. I'm in Ohio, man. It's pretty nippy out here. For real. What up, YouTube? This Brandon Kong Copeland, a.k.a. Swoletron. Depends on where I'm at, man. On the mat, I'm Kong. In the gym, I'm Swoletron. So the UFC ended the year with a bang with the Cyborg Holly Holm card, Khabib, Barbosa, man, it was a banger. I know a lot of people got some criticizing of the card, but the shit was truly, truly a banger. Me personally, I made a horrible prediction, man. Let me not say horrible. I made a very educated, strategic prediction. I predicted that Holly Holmes would use her pure skills of keeping distance, the jab, maybe kick here and there, and truthfully control the pace of the fight. Cyborg being one of the most aggressive, and on top of that, real technical in her aggression, like she truly is the female version of Wanderlei Silva, just more technical. I felt that she was gonna rush in, Holly was gonna hit her with some shots, and outpoint her truthfully. I didn't think nobody was gonna get knocked out, but if it was, I would think it would have been Holly Holmes due to, you know, the Cyborg's track record. But I really thought that Holly was going to move around, keep the pace going, keep it her pace, slow her down with a couple jabs, couple straight rights. But that did not happen. Cyborg shocked me completely because she came out straight up, patient, technical, counter punching. I ain't never seen her fight like that. But that's, you know, that's the nature of the sport, man. You know, the adjustments. And she obviously her camp felt the same way that Holly had great boxing skills, you know, and we need to be a different approach. And that approach worked. It was dominant. It was an entertaining fight. I give all the credit to Holly because Holly was taking some heavy shots and she delivered a few, but both women are completely fucking tough and they looked amazing in there. And they put on a very, very good show and a very, very, very much worthy, because there's still some fucking idiots that be talking about girls shouldn't be headlining the cars. Man, fuck you, man. Fighting is fighting, man. These people putting it on the line, putting their life on the line. But Cyborg, I salute you because that strategy, your game plan, that new look Cyborg for the new year or whatever, that shit worked. And you looked amazing. Holly, always look amazing. You know what I'm saying? Always very, very technical, very skillful, and it's always an exciting fight. Unfortunately, it had to be a winner, and still it is Cyborg, the women's 145-pound champ. I don't know who can beat Cyborg. And I really don't think, with the exception of Durant, and I don't think she could beat, you know, Holly again. I don't know who could beat them two, so Holly maybe get a rematch immediately, or maybe she beat up somebody and come back, but I got a feeling that this could be something beautiful, like a Chuck Tito, Chuck Randy, or, you know, some shit like that. Khabib, man, I've always said Khabib was a dog. I've always said he was a beast. He was a monster. And then Khabib, that motherfucker literally was like the Walking Dead out there, man, walking into the punches, throwing hard shots. You know, everybody knows ground and pound is next to none. Complete dominance. And Barbosa, let me just say, Edson Barbosa is one of the most exciting fighters I've seen since my first UFC, which was 97. I started following. And Edson Barbosa, man, his striking ability is amazing. I guess I might not have ever really seen his ground game, but I'm not saying it's bad because Khabib is world class sambo, and he implemented his game, and shit, I mean, he just overwhelmed Edson Barbosa. And if truth be told, him and Tony Ferguson, because Tony Ferguson has a really good ground game, it'd be an entertaining fight. But I would take Khabib. Honestly, I would take Khabib in a decision, because that is something about those Russian cats, man. It's like they like lifeless in there, and you know, dude just was walking through, man. Literally just walking, stalking, dodging shots, taking shots, getting where he wanted to be, and it was complete dominance. Neil fucking Magny, man. You know what? That's the quiet storm, man, because you look up and Neil and beat all these motherfuckers, and I'm like, damn, Neil Magny winning all these fights? And he been around a while, man. He was on the Ultimate Fighter, and he beat Carlos Condit, and Carlos Condit is a fucking beast, man. I know he took his layoff, but Carlos, man, if y'all ever watch Carlos, man, I think Carlos daddy black, man. Because Carlos got a little bit of swag to him when he be moving around in there, but he always calm. He's a vet. They banged it out. Neil obviously etched it out. Neil, again, is a cardio fucking machine. Everything has got better since I watched him on Ultimate Fighter. That's what this game is. This was so special. Me, I'm a brown belt in jiu-jitsu. And at the end of the day, everything about martial arts is amazing, especially the growth. You can always keep growing. You may get older, but you can always keep growing when it comes to the knowledge, when it comes to strategies, you can always keep growing. Like I said, you may get older, might not move the same, but growth is always there. And I'm watching Neil Magny do it, and a lot of fighters in the UFC do it. Dude is, hats off to Neil Magny and his whole camp. They put together another one, man. And Carlos Condit, man, come back, dude, because we love you. You know, I do. Shit. I like Carlos Condit, man. Now I'm super excited for the heavyweight fight January 20th, man. Ooh, shit. Stipe and Francis Ngannou. Don't tell that motherfucker I said his name wrong. They said that motherfucker punch with the power of Jesus. I don't want him hitting me in my shit, but y'all know that big motherfucker Francis. I ain't gonna talk about it too much. I'm gonna do a video the night before, then I'm gonna do a video that Sunday after. But check this, I've been around Stipe in strong style. I was down there at a seminar when he was preparing for Mark Hunt. Really nice guy. I've seen him at jiu-jitsu tournaments. Really good guy. So, you know, that Francis, I love his story. He was homeless. Me and him kind of got similar stories in a sense. So overall, that shit gonna be dope. And I'm gonna talk about that. But at the end of the day, man, that's probably the best heavyweight fight in a long time. And they say history. I've seen some pretty good heavyweight fights, but this shit right here is about to. They both got power. Obviously, Francis has a little bit. He's a fucking Avenger in real life. He has a little bit more power, but this shit about to get crazy, man. But check this out, man. If you like what I'm talking about, man, subscribe to the channel, man. I'm gonna do some jiu-jitsu thing. I'm gonna talk about jiu-jitsu. I'm gonna talk about some fitness shit. You might see a video here and there. I'm gonna throw a technique on here, man. Happy motherfucking New Year, man. Brandon, a.k.a. Kong, a.k.a. the Swollen One, a.k.a. Swoltron. Just depend on where I'm at, man. Have a good New Year, baby.